Hi, Peggy. Good to see you. How are you? Hi, Mary and Andrea. I didn't say your name right, I'm sure. How's everyone tonight? Tonight I brought a few of my favorite pieces of jewelry. I was just going to show you and talk to you about anything you want to talk about. Hi, Becky. Good to see you. You know how we all, even if we have a lot of jewelry, we still have our favorite pieces. Sometimes we don't even wear those pieces, but we just save them. That's me. How's everyone tonight? It's Sunday. Hi, Sandra. Good to see everyone. I don't know if anyone else is live, but I decided to wait, not too late, because I know I'm on Pacific time, so I know there is some people in California on, but they're also in the West Coast, and there's 2 or 3 hours difference. You have been peeking at my jewelry. Yeah. Yeah, like I have 3 boxes coming in tomorrow with some jewelry I just bought from eBay. And every time I open a box, there's always 2 or 3 or more pieces that I have to fight with myself because I want to keep them. And I usually keep a couple of pieces. And I think of all the jewelry lots that I purchased, there's only been one lot that I didn't keep at least a couple pieces. And that is very, very unusual for me. Hi, Violet and Kathleen. Anyway, I was going to just show you. I have a pearl necklace. It's genuine pearls. It's a 14 karat gold clasp. And I just love these. I've had these for years. And I wear them maybe on a special occasion. And I probably will never part with them. But, I really don't wear them. The last time I wore them was to a wedding. And that was a few years back. But I really love those. And then these are 14 karat gold pearl earrings. Whoops. Where are we here? I'm used to doing it in my phone, not in my laptop. And these are really comfortable. And you'd think I'd wear them more often, but I don't. Kind of silly, isn't it? I bet some of you are the same way that I am. And then I have a favorite watch. And I have a lot of watches. Hardly ever wear them. And this is a Elgin. And I love this watch. Oops. Can you see it? I never wear it. And I think it's really nice. It's like brand new. I probably have worn it a couple of times. So maybe I'm becoming a hoarder. And then I was going to show you, I'm sure some of you have run across these when you buy jewelry lots. I love these silly things. Isn't that crazy? And I'm sure they're inexpensive. And there's one that even has a blue stone. See if you can see it. Oops. See? And every time I buy jewelry lots, and if there's any of these, I pull them out and save them for myself. Isn't that silly? I do wear them occasionally, but not that often. And then I have a Fossil watch that I love. Let's see. I have it upside down. Yeah. I love this watch too. It's actually a little big for me, and I need to take it to the jewelry store and have them take a couple of links out because my wrist is kind of small. But I love this watch, and like I said, I don't wear it. Here's a stretch bracelet that I really like, and I don't wear that either. But I hoard them, and I do wear this one, and I have this. This is silver tone with little CZs, and I have this in gold tone, and I love this. It's just easy to put on. Hi, Angie. Good to see you. I just brought a few of my pieces of jewelry that I seem to hoard but never wear. And this says space, and I love this. And, oh, and I do have a Kate Spade earrings. I have wore these before. Oops. I have wore those. But I wanted to know, are all of you like me that sometimes we save jewelry and we don't wear it? And you know what I usually grab is my hoop earrings because they're just easy to put on. And I love this little bracelet. And I've actually never wore this, but I'm hoarding it. I'm keeping it. It is right. It has crystals and then a little heart. Yeah, I love this, but I don't know why I don't wear it. I really, if I'm in a hurry, I just grab jewelry that's really handy, and hoop earrings are usually the easiest to put on. And especially these genuine pearls, I really love them. Or love the necklace. It's not them. I love the necklace. And they're genuine and 14 karat gold clasp. And the last time I wore it, like I said, was at a wedding. So anyway, I was just kind of curious, are the rest of you like me, that you just keep certain jewelry pieces and that you never wear? But you like them? Hi, Selena. How are you? I was just showing them some of the jewelry I hoard that I never wear. Yeah, I like, pearls are really classy, Angie, and I really love them, but I seem to just think that they, and you know, you can wear them every day, but I seem to think that they're just special and should be worn to, I like to say, usually wear them to a wedding or maybe to a, you know, fancier restaurant. That, hi, Cece. Good to see you. Anyway, and it's like watches. I love watches. I don't like to wear watches. This is an Elgin watch, and I love it. I probably will never part with it, but I never wear it. And, you know, when I was working in nursing, I had to wear a watch. But as soon as I got done with my shift, I pulled my watch off. I'm just not a watch person yet. I like to buy watches, and I like to keep them. Now, maybe I have a hoarding problem. Hi, Miss Raven. Good to see you. I'm hello, sis Angie, my beautiful sisters. It's so nice. You know what? We are a family, a wonderful community. Cece, I see you had your sales. I hope you're doing well with them. I have to go and look at your jewelry. I haven't had time. I kind of took today as a resting day, and then I did a little bit of sewing. But I haven't had just a down day for so long that I decided maybe I just needed to not do too much today and just be lazy. And I kind of snacked all day and did watch TV for a while. My watch broke. It looks like a bracelet now. Well, you know, I actually like my watches to fit like a bracelet. I like them looser. I guess I don't like anything tight on my wrist. I cleaned and did some laundry. Yeah, I usually have Saturday and Sunday off, and I didn't actually had to work part of Saturday, so I didn't get my 2 days. I'm hoping that maybe I get tomorrow off. So I just kind of was lazy today, but I did cut some things out to sew, so that's kind of my relaxing time when I can just sit at the sewing machine. These sell on the liquidation, so I have dollars and room for more. Yeah, Cece, you sound very normal like the rest of us. We sell something and then we buy something else. Angie, I work for my son. I do some computer work, and then I also help with the family, cook dinner, do laundry, all that good stuff. And I'm very blessed that I can help them out. I have a very wonderful family. And actually, that's why I live in Southern California, because my son's here and his family. So I feel very blessed to be here, even if it's more expensive to live in Southern California. Hi, Mike. Good to see you. Hope you're feeling good today. Now, Selena went to Ryland's birthday party. That should have been fun, Selena. 4 years old. Wow. That is just... And Angie, I loved your video today, or your live, your live. I really think that you are so good at talking about the Lord, and as you called it, you were preaching. I love it. I think that you should maybe do a video on, your Christian faith, or do a live. You are just such a sweet, wonderful Christian lady. And I, for one, would be watching you every time you're on. And like I told you before, I don't know if the younger people remember Doris Day movies, but to me, you're the American Girl Doris Day. So I love watching you. So consider doing maybe some lives or videos on your Christian faith. I think it would be an honor to watch you. That's right. Ryland's going to have surgery, so we need to keep him in our prayers. Selena, I'll be praying for him. Yeah, Angie, I still like to watch some of the old Doris Day movies. She is just, and she lives in Southern California, and I think she's 98 or 99 now, and wow, she looks good for that age. Just a wonderful blessing. Yeah, well, I'll be praying for Ryland. I'm sure he's going to do really well, Selena. My favorite was Shirley Temple. Yes, Shirley Temple was fantastic. She, every once in a while, Hollywood, produces some super good. I wish nowadays they had performers like some of our old ones. I think they had more morals and made a heck of a lot better movies than we see now. They used to leave something for the imagination, and now they don't. I still like to watch her movies. Just go to the top comment. I love I love Move Over Darling with Doris Day. Yes, I love Doris Day and Rock Hudson and their movies. Wow, Ryland, this will be his 27th surgery. Wow. Well, Selena, God has plans for him. So leave it in his hands. He'll be fine. And it's God's will, whatever. Hi, Dia. Good to see you. Where you been hiding out today, Dia? Oh, take it back. I've seen you in some of the lives. Hi, E. Joe. So Joe mentioned them, but everyone should check out my 4-pop. Yes, we need to go in and check Cece's pop-up on her channel. I try on the weekend to watch as much as possible, but during the week it's kind of iffy about watching very many videos because I do like to support everyone. I packed items, been filming a 30-minute long unboxing of jewelry. Wow, you've been busy, Dia. I have actually, excuse me, I have actually 3 lots that should arrive tomorrow that I bought from my favorite eBay person that I usually get some pretty nice pieces. So I'm anxious to receive them. And I will probably put some of those pieces up in my pop-up this week because I've been doing a pop-up sale once a week. I couldn't get online driving. Yeah, poor Selena, she's been having a hard time getting online today, and I think because it's raining in her area. We actually had a lot of rain in Southern California yesterday, which is pretty unusual, and it's been colder. But the rain over here doesn't affect my internet service, so I don't have any problem with that. But I'm doing good, E. Keeping busy. Today I've been a little more lazy, but I decided I needed to take a pajama day and maybe clean my apartment a little bit. But I don't do that very often. I seem to keep busy, but I like being busy. Dishes are the worst. Yeah, I'm kind of spoiled with the weather here in Southern California. But I did live in cold area for many, many years. Idaho and Nevada and Oregon. And Nevada, Idaho is probably the worst for lots of snow. I'm making stuff for my Patty's Day tree. Oh, yeah, St. Patty's Day tree. Okay. Yeah, I know you are. Everybody to Josie's for a slumber party. Yes. Yeah, I like to take a pajama day, and I mean, it kind of sounds like I'm a slob for one day, but hey, I just stay in my pajamas all day and do what I want and snack on food and just, but everyone needs one down day. And with the holiday and everything, I haven't been able to. So today I decided, yeah, it's my day. But I wanted to get online and say hello to everyone. And like I said, before some of you came in, I was kind of showing my favorite pieces of jewelry that I've been hoarding. And these are my genuine pearls. And they have a 14 karat gold clasp. And the only time I love these pearls. And the only time I wear them is like to a wedding or something special. And then I have 14 karat gold pearl earrings. And these are really super comfortable. I don't know why I don't wear them more often, but I just hoard things. And then my Elgin watch. And I know it seems ridiculous because I like to buy watches, but I don't wear watches. I just like them. And then I have a Fossil watch that I really like. I do need to have the link taken, a couple links taken out on this one. So just a lot of stretch bracelet that I like, and I have tons more, but I didn't want to bore you with everything. And this is a silver tone with crystals, and I love this bracelet. I probably wear this more than anything. Anyway, I just wondered if some of you are like me, that you just, there's some of your jewelry you just never wear that you just keep. Yeah, Celine, I know he said Sam doesn't do anything on Sunday, and he's a smart man. I know, Dia, you love pearls, and pearls are beautiful. I guess I don't go that many places anymore that, and I can't see wearing pearls with my jeans, or you know. Yeah, I like these other bracelets too. Now, you guys tell me, do you find these in jewelry lots that you buy? I love these silly things. And you know, they're inexpensive, I'm sure. But every time this has little blue stones. See if you can see. I mean, you can tell I'm used to doing my videos on the camera and I'm on my laptop. I know these have to be inexpensive, and I just love these silly things. If I buy lots, like my lots that come in tomorrow, if there's bracelets like this, I'll just take them out and keep them for myself. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. And then I have a bracelet that I really like. It says Faith on it. And many more. And then a Kate Spade earrings that I have worn a couple of times. Let's see there. But I was just curious if you guys were kind of hoarders like I am, and you don't necessarily wear all the stuff you hoard. I grab hoop earrings every day because they're quick to put on. But I don't ever go out without earrings and rings. But I just seem to hoard the rest of the stuff. Beautiful. Oh, thank you, Selena. Gonna make me blush or something? I'm just me, just silly me. Oh, Anne, I'm sorry if I missed you and didn't say hello to you. If I miss anyone, I really apologize. I'm always talking, and I should be just watching the chat more. As you can see, believe it or not, when I was younger, I was very, very quiet. And no one believes me anymore. See, I only work when I'm going to somewhere I'm not working. Heck, I'm in PJs most of the time. Yeah, I love PJs, but working every day I have to clean up and go. I can't wear PJs. But I do try to take one day a week. That. Selena, you hate plastic jewelry? I don't believe that one, Selena. That is funny. You got a sense of humor tonight. I thought you liked plastic jewelry and gaudy, weird stuff. Wow. I know you like it. You're just being silly. You know, I like some plastic jewelry. I'm not the, yeah, she's joking big time. I know, Cece. I'm not the kind of person that just looks at the hallmark. And I think that's something some people miss. If a piece of jewelry appeals to me, you know, the colors match, I like the way it's made, and there are some fashion pieces that are made by more prominent companies, and they actually make some of those pieces like they would make the genuine pieces. So that's what I really look at, how it's made, if I like the color, more so than what the brand is. You know, some of the old, like jewelry in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, even 60s, not all of the makers mark their jewelry. So, you know, I don't want to miss out on the good stuff because I'm concerned with who made it. If I like it and I can afford it, I buy it. Yes, I've been fibbing. I know Selena, and I know Selena better than that. I know she's just being funny tonight. She hates plastic. I think if she could, she'd buy every plastic piece she's seen. But there are some beautiful pieces that are um, plastic, or I'm not particularly crazy over wood jewelry, but I have seen a few pieces that I wouldn't mind buying. So it just depends how things are put together. I love those. Oh my God, who would wear this kind of jewelry? What kind of jewelry are you talking about, Selena? Hey, guess what? Selena talked to me while I was finally started going through rings. I have inherited from my mom lots of, wow, so CC, that is fantastic. Well, save the ones you really like that are special to you, and you can sell the rest of them. I think of all the pieces of jewelry, rings are my favorite. So what is a good question? What is everyone's favorite piece of jewelry? Rings, earrings, bracelets, necklaces, ankle bracelets. What does everyone really like? Yeah, you shouldn't have any trouble selling those, CC. I know even when I put fashion rings in my pop-ups, the rings always sell. And especially, I've been putting some brand new ones on, and they always sell. So I sometimes things we don't have enough rings in the auctions and pop-ups. So I've been looking, to purchase more rings and bracelets. Now, Becky, that's kind of like how I think. Oh, Cece likes bracelets first, rings, like Christmas, any kind of Christmas jewelry, but brooches. Yeah, my favorite brand of brooches is Wise, Weiss, and years ago I had a lot of them, and I sold them on eBay. And you had to be really careful with um, those brooches because there was a fake line out, and you could tell the difference a little bit, but they looked pretty genuine. So when you sold them, you always had, many questions because people wanted to know were they the original, Wise, or were they the newer version? Although there was a rumor, and I don't know if it was true, that somebody had some of the old ones in storage and they were never, you know, used, and they were brand new. So I don't know, but anyway, I had some of the vintage ones, and that's what I sold. One might be emerald. I love emerald. That was my daughter's birthstone, was emerald. So I do love emerald. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good idea. The testing equipment, uh, even the diamond tester anymore, they're not super expensive. Yeah, they do have an expensive model, but unless you're going to be using it a lot, the less expensive one works sufficiently. And I do have the stuff to test sterling and gold, and I can test for diamonds. Be right back. Got to let my owner in. Yeah, the little Shih Tzu owns Selena, little Izzy. Earrings and brooches. Yeah, yeah. At one time when I was really active in church and I was a deacon and an elder, um, I dressed up a lot in suits, and I always wore brooches. And that was the past. I don't do that anymore. So um, kind of got a different wardrobe now. But I still love brooches, and I do have a couple of Christmas brooches that I can wear. But I think we all have our favorite pieces. But for some reason, rings have always been my favorite. She does jump around. Yeah, she's your boss, Selena. You know. But you love her, you know that. But yeah, Shih Tzu's a very stubborn little dog. I had one for 11 years and loved her to pieces. She was just my little pal. But they are very stubborn and a little bossy. And then maybe I spoiled mine too, so it was my fault also. I love to collect pins. Pins, I think what I call pins are the really small ones. And they just have the one deal in the back with, like looks similar to an earring back, but it isn't. And I call those pins. But most of them, if there's even with the regular pin part in the back, if they're really tiny, I still in my auctions will call them pins instead of brooches. Nana, I have something up my sleeve for you. Uh-oh, Nana. Selena is up to something. Selena's always up to something. Yeah, isn't that right, Peggy? What is your favorite brooch? Well, I have one. I should have brought it in here. If you want to hang on, I will go get it. I will go get it. Okay, I'm back. This is my favorite brooch. And can anybody guess why it is my favorite brooch? Anyone want to guess? Well, I will tell you. My daughter bought me this. It's a vintage brooch. She was a very tiny little girl, and I think her daddy took her shopping, and she bought this for me. And so I have kept it, and I will always keep it. And when it's my time to leave this world, my son or someone special will get it. And I used to wear it, in church when I wore suits and was a deacon in church. So that is my favorite. But I also love Christmas brooches. But I like the Christmas tree. I don't like a lot of the, Santa Claus brooches or the bells or any of those. I love the Christmas trees. And Wise has some gorgeous Christmas tree brooches. Hi, Kim. Good to see you. And brooches, you can do so much with them. Even if you don't like to wear them, you can get a shadow box and, put like felt in the back or any other nice fabric to match your decor, like in the living room or wherever you want to put it, and put your brooches. You can do it on pillows. You can do it on clutch bags. There's so much you can do with brooches. So some people just like to collect them and never wear them. I said, I don't have a lot now because I wasn't wearing them and I did sell most of them. And so, yeah, Selena's putting them on a lampshade. Now, I never went to I wouldn't have thought about that, but I think it's cute. I think it's a great idea, Selena. I think it's really good. Anything creative. Shape a Christmas tree with all different kinds of brooches. Wow. Yeah. Well, at Christmas time, I'm sure the ones that have been on my live before know that I have a um, jeweled lighted Christmas tree. And I had brooches and other pieces of jewelry in there. And took a long time to make those because I didn't put them just flat. I made them 3D, so I layered the pieces. And I did use some broke. And what I do is I would go to garage sales and actually buy broken jewelry. And I would wash all the pieces and then cut the backs off and glue them on. And I love doing that. So there's a lot of things you can do with, craft lots or, stuff that you have that is broken that you're no longer going to wear. I love to do that. All my jackets, yeah. I think they look great on jackets. I really do. Hi, Barb. Good to see you. It's kind of fun to trade ideas. Sometimes we don't think about something and somebody else will have a great idea. I love that. Decorate gift bags or bows. Yeah, that's a great idea. And I don't know if all of you have seen Selena's bows, but wow, she makes gorgeous bows. I used to have a bow maker and at that time made nice bows, but silly me, I got rid of it. And my bows are not so good. So I've watched Selena and her bows, and wow, she makes really neat ones. I told her I thought she should make, and they're gigantic bows. They're not just these little tiny ones. I think she should make a lot of them and sell them. Because like people like me who make lousy bows might buy them. I said with a bow maker I could do really good, but I don't make them very good otherwise. You're welcome, Selena. You know you're very crafty, and everybody knows that. You do a great job. I used to do a lot of crafts, but that's when I had a 3-bedroom house, and I made one bedroom into an office and a craft room, and I had room now in my small apartment. I don't have room so I've kind of gotten away from the crafts. I have fabric everywhere and my sewing, so I just really don't do crafts anymore. I used to like to make wreaths and a lot of things like that, but I guess besides doing eBay and YouTube and sewing that and working that, I guess that keeps me busy enough. And then I need to get started on my junk journal that Selena's got going in her group. And I'm going to experiment. Hopefully it works out. I want to sew my pages together and maybe do some decorative stitch around them. So I will try that. Hopefully it's successful, but it may be a flop. If it's successful, I'll show you. That is a great idea. Selena, have you looked into that we were talking about in your group last week of what we could do and what, they would accept? Because I'm sure there's restrictions in, children's hospitals. That's a great idea and very generous. So you'll need to check into that and then maybe do a live and let us know. 'Cause I think even if each of us did just a little bit, all together, it would be a really great thing. And it would, be a blessing for these children that go through so much like Rylands went through. It's when you see children suffer, it just breaks your heart. And little things make them so happy. Yeah, that's a great honor, Selena. And I don't know if I apologize if I repeat myself, but some years back, I was able to donate to the St. Jude's Hospital. And I wanted to do that more than anything, I think, in this world. And I was able to. I wish I could again, but that's not possible. But I was able to do it one time, and then I got to choose, the words that I wanted on her plaque. And it was, I don't know, it was just one of the most wonderful things that I ever did, I think, and to honor her. So I think, yeah, if we could do something. Oh, that's wonderful, Kim. It's the St. Jude Hospital is the most, they don't charge families, and those times in their life when, children are critically ill, or cancer and other diseases, how wonderful that, the hospital is run on donations. And, Danny Thomas started that hospital, and his daughter continued, with it. And it's a really wonderful thing. And they do a lot of fundraising, and it's fantastic. So people that can donate, it's great. And if you've had, sick children in your family, it even means more, I think, because it's really important. Selena, I just want to give back after this project. I want to do something for a women's shelter to show them they're still ladies no matter what they're going through. Yes, there's a lot of women that are abused, but also we have to remember, and most guys don't report it or talk about it, but there's a lot of men that are so physically abused and mentally abused. And it's not just women. It's just that we hear more about the women being abused, but there are. And I have a friend that in Nevada, and he just got out of a divorce, and his wife, I'd seen pictures, his wife blackened his eye and tried to kill him. So, it happens, and it's awful. And men, they don't like to talk about it, or other people don't believe it because they can't imagine a man taking abuse, but it does happen. So, but that is a great idea, Selena, helping, women's shelter, because there's a lot of people that need help. Yep. Yeah, there's, you have to remember, though, with all the terrible things going on in the world, there's still a lot of beautiful, wonderful people. And we have to think positive and, get away from the negative. I know it's hard sometimes because we all, you look around and you read and see terrible things, but we have to keep thinking positive. The end result is going to be good. Just think that along that line. So, absolutely, I'll give the earrings to. I don't quite understand that statement, Selena, but maybe I missed something in the chat because I'm so busy talking. I do that for my kids in the hospital I work at. Wonderful, E. Yeah, the hospital I worked in Idaho was a small rural hospital, and so we had, geriatrics, we had OB, we had, nursery recovery room, and the ER. So other than the ER, I worked in all the different departments. Um, on the weekends, during the week, the ER was always covered, but on the weekends, the nurses on staff, had to take care of the ER. And I kind of had an understanding with a couple of the nurses that I would take care of their patients. I didn't want to go down to ER in case there was a child, because it was just too hard, losing a child. And so it was great. I didn't mind doing their work if they would cover for me. So otherwise, during the week, we always had an ER nurse or more than one. Hi, Amanda. Good to see you. I don't think I've seen you before, but welcome. And if you're not subscribed, I sure would appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Selena, your phone acting up again because your same statement is coming up. Absolutely, I'll give them earrings too. Selena has more problems with. I don't really think it's her phone. I think it's the weather and where she lives out in the boonies. Because I know she has an iPhone 8, and that's like mine, and that's, one of the newest ones. So I think it's just where she lives and the poor reception. So if that statement comes up again, I know it's something. Yeah, something's going on. And I thank you for got 9 thumbs up. I appreciate that. So does everybody have to go to work tomorrow, or what are your plans for Monday? Are some retired? I know you work, yeah. And Kim works. Yeah, I retired from nursing young. My husband that passed away had a lot of health issues, so I was able to retire. And he had MS, but the MS is not what took his life. He had lung cancer and did okay after surgery, and eventually it metastasized to his brain. So I was able to stay home and help him, and then we got to go on a cruise before he got really bad, and did a few fun things. So I felt very blessed to be able to do that. And I loved being a nurse. It was very rewarding, a lot of hard work, but a rewarding job. Okay. Well, Kim, I think we all, at one time in our life, we haven't went through some hardships and tragedies, we're all eventually going to. And I believe in the Lord, and I put my life in His hands. So you just do the best you can and enjoy each day. And I try to keep negativity out of my life as much as humanly possible. because sometimes it comes and slaps you in the face, and just try to enjoy life and put a smile on your face. And um, when you ever thought about when you walk down the street and you see somebody that looks really sad and they have that look on their face, if you smile at them, how many times, you may never know it, but you might have really helped that person. So that's what I try to do, or say hello to people. You don't have, you just say hi and have a friendly gesture. That's what being positive, is like, I think. Thank you, Kim. I put my heart into my job. Oh, Becky, oh, you have laryngitis. Oh, I remember having laryngitis a couple of times. And I recall one time when my children were small and my husband at that time, everybody thought it was funny because mom couldn't talk. And I absolutely couldn't say a word. And it only lasted a couple of days, but it was a pretty funny feeling. Yeah, this time of year, especially in January, it's a lot of bugs going around, flu and stuff. And um, I'm blessed. I have a pretty good immune system, and it probably is because, my nursing, working and nursing, because I can only remember one time in all the years that I actually caught, the flu bug. I usually never caught anything. It's driving you bonkers. Yeah, it's kind of hard when you're used to talking or can't even answer the phone. So that is, kind of weird. But like I said, this time of year, and I'm pretty fortunate when the kids get sick. I don't usually catch their bugs. Once in a great while I have, but most of the time I don't. I might get a little version of it, like I don't really feel good, but and my phone's ringing, and I'm going to ignore it totally. So I have to. I have to. My husband loves it. I lived through hell with abusive men before I found my Sam. My heart goes out to people who survive it. Yes, Selena, I think that's the most horrible thing, that one human wants to abuse another human. I don't understand that. I never have. I never will. Um, I just think it's the evil one, and I don't like to preach I don't judge people, so you might not believe like I do, but I'll say it. Satan's working overtime in this world. Hi, Jennifer. It's so good to see you. I agree, but not a victim. I'm a survivor. Yes. I totally agree. You're right. Hang on. I am going to turn this phone off. I didn't turn it off, but it's still ringing. So we'll just ignore it. Okay. Will it not be calling? Well, it's not me calling her. No, it was my granddaughter, and I'm ignoring it right now. She knows I'm online, so I will call her later. And Selena, you can't be calling me because you're online. So, okay. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, when I'm making a video though, I always think, oh, I hope nobody calls me then and interrupts my video, because I use my phone to make my videos. So far, so good, but somebody did knock on the door once and I had to turn the video off, and then I started all over again. So, yeah, Selena, I know. So does anybody have any plans to have a live this week or any sales? Do not disturb when Selena, Cece, that is a great idea. I'm going to do that because I always worry about, never thought about that. See, you learn something new every day. I will put mine on do not disturb. Great idea. Because, like I said, though, when the doorbell rang, I had to answer it, and that was a couple weeks ago. So I just had to start over. But anyways, as I was saying, is anybody having any sales, any pop-ups or any lives this week? I think Selena's going to do a makeup one, right, Selena? Thursday night. Okay, good, Angie. What's in my jewelry box video, or maybe live. That's a great idea. Kind of like, I just showed a few pieces tonight just in case everybody was bored with me talking. Hi, Patricia. Good to see you. So I thought, well, I'll show you a few of my favorite pieces that I never wear. But yeah, I'm anxious to get, like I said, I have 3 orders coming in tomorrow. And from the pictures that I've seen, the jewelry looks really nice. And 2 of them come from the lady that I always buy jewelry from on eBay. And very seldom do I ever have to take anything out and put it in the craft box, or I never have to toss anything. So I've been sticking with this one lady, and although I notice it's getting a little harder because I think other people are, noticing her jewelry is so good, because so many times when you buy these lots, you end up with junk and, things that, you really can't. I won't resell things that are broken unless I put them in my craft lot. And I was told not too long ago by a couple people that I love dearly, that I shouldn't put those pieces in the craft because they were too good for the craft box. But I guess I am a little too picky. I don't know. But just wanted to make sure. That I'm not saying that I don't ever miss something, because I am human, but I really try to, if there is any defect or even any discoloration at all, I will tell you. And then I figure, then the buyer, it's up to them if they want to. Because I know when I buy things, I don't like a surprise that it arrives and it's broken and the seller has advertised that it's in good condition. That upsets me. And as calm as I generally am, I can not be so calm. I feel like it's, not being honest. But like I said, this lady I buy from, I am just totally amazed at, and it's at a good price, I'm not overpaying. And sometimes she'll put a couple of extra nice pieces in there. So Selena's phone is, I don't think it's her phone as much as just AT&T, but she's out in the boonies, and when it rains, her phone goes crazy. Yes, it's the devil on my phone, that is. Because Selena has an iPhone 8. Selena, you might take your phone back to where you purchased it and let them check it out. Now, I bought the insurance with my phone, and it's like $10 more a month. But if I lose it or if it breaks, and these phones are expensive, then it's replaced. So you never know. And I've had to have my phone replaced a couple of times. So at one time I didn't have the insurance, and I now that phone prices have really went up, and I buy the insurance. So, but I would take it back and let them check it out and make sure it isn't your phone. But I think it's more like the weather. Hi, Vanessa. So good to see you. How are you? It's Sunday. The weekend just went too fast. Thank you, Vanessa. Yeah, I was going to do a live yesterday or last night, and there was so much going on YouTube that I didn't want to interfere with anyone else. So I just decided to do it tonight. And because I thought maybe Sunday night would be okay. True, Stevie got it for me while I was in surgery. I think she thought I was, so they'll have to see. Yeah, you need to take your phone and have them check it, because um, sometimes, even if you don't have the insurance, if it's something that you didn't do to the phone, they will replace it. I know at one time when I had the old flip phone, you remember those, um, they replaced it for me. And at that time, I didn't have the insurance, but now I do with the iPhone 8. And I finally had to get unlimited, because doing these videos takes a lot of data. And I was getting close to running over, so I had to increase and get the unlimited. And my husband still has a flip, really. Well, at one time, that was fine with me. All I wanted the phone for was to make calls. But when my son and daughter-in-law, they had, you know, somewhere to go for a couple of days or a business meeting or something, and they wanted to talk to the kids, you know, with the iPhone, they can actually see the kids. And so they suggested that, I look into it. And so that's what I did. And I love it now. I mean, but I had the old flip one for a long time. Yes, me do everything on my, yeah. And Vanessa, does he like computers, or is he kind of old-fashioned on those too? Oh, he won't text either. Okay. Oh, yeah, those, Selena, I know what those sinus infections are like, because I get them periodically. And it's especially here, we get what's called the Santa Ana winds, and when those winds come up and my allergies kick in, that's why he can let you do it and saves him the time and all. Yeah. Yeah, maybe Vanessa, maybe he just likes you to do it, and he just kind of pretends that he doesn't want to. It's just easier if you do it. It's me, the other room to ask. Really, Selena? He texts you from the other. That's right. I guess we were talking one day when he did that. Yeah, we've kind of gotten to be a lazy society. You know what drives me crazy, though? I don't know how you guys feel about it, but you go to a restaurant and you see this family sitting there, ordering dinner, and everyone's texting. Everyone's on their phone instead of really visiting. That drives me crazy, I think. Why even go out? You might as well stay home and eat. Oh, that's fantastic, Jennifer. The 14-year-old got one from her grandparents. She is a lucky girl. Wow. Yep, we do that here. I want to talk to my son. I just text him. Oh my. Mm, sounds like my husband. No, no, out to eat, no cell unless necessary. Yeah, that is smart. My friend in Oregon, she, if somebody takes her out, the grandkids or something takes her out to eat, she absolutely won't go with them if they're going to be on their phone, and I don't blame her. That I'll send emoji. Yeah, yeah. And it's too bad that, communication is so important, especially, if you're having a problem with somebody, communication is the key. Ask, you know, don't just pout or be mad. Just call that person and talk to them. And I think we've kind of gotten away from that with the computer and the iPhones and, with emails and messaging. And, sometimes words can be taken a lot different than what they were really meant to be. So I think people need to just communicate more. Poop emojis, huh? I'm not much in for the emojis. I I'm not criticizing. I just kind of think sometimes they're cute. The heart is cute. Maybe the smile, but when somebody uses a lot of emojis, I think they're kind of annoying and a waste of time. Yeah, Cece is right. Text has no emotions and it can be taken out of context. You're 100% right. And so many people, have lost great friendships because of that. And you just need to get on the phone and say, did you mean that? Whatever they said, did you really mean it? Or how did you mean it? And I think we'd have less problems. It's too easy for people to be rude too and say things that they wouldn't say to someone's face in an email. His beef, he doesn't like any of it. I agree. Your husband's smart, Vanessa. Face to face is the best way, Barb. Right? Because I even learned this that people out in the West, there's a lot of different slangs. The same way with the uh, Midwest and all. We have a lot of different in the U.S. People even have talk different. Um, like I know a lady who gets really upset if someone calls her sweetie, and there's parts of our country that that's what they say, and they don't mean it to be rude or So instead of getting upset with people, just ask them. So simple. She broke up with him over a text. Oh my gosh, that is silly. And I've heard of people that, um, they were going with somebody and then just sent them a text that they were breaking up. I mean, I've heard of that too. And that's pretty low, actually, and pretty rude. What happened to just communicating and talking? And, we have to try to avoid negativity on YouTube because I know it happens. Um, we just have to try to understand each other. We're all different. Um, I try not to judge, even if I don't like something. I try not to judge just because I don't like to do something, or say when I know some of my videos, I'll say, this is not my taste, but that I don't mean that somebody else is not going to like it because everybody has a different taste. Yeah, we are very different from every part, just different states. Sam can leave me and I would just follow. Sam's never going to leave you, Selena. That man loves you. You're funny. And you love him. You like to torture each other by teasing, but hey, that's fine. It's it's nice when people have that kind of a relationship when they know they can tease each other and it's all good. They don't get mad. And we need to be more like that, have a sense of humor. You love Selena's face when he walks out of the room. Yeah, they are a perfect couple. Just saying a little bit. I think he loves you more. What are you talking about, Selena? See, I've verbally adopted Selena and Sam, and love those both of them. I hope my dream is someday that I get to actually meet them in person, and they're like my kids. And you know what? I know my son would love both of them. Yep. Like I told her, and I think I made her cry one day. I said, God needed my daughter in heaven, but he sent me you. And I mean that with all my heart. So, none of us know the reasons for anything, but someday we will. Anyway, to get on the lighter side, um, I love to do jewelry videos, and I am working on my second part of the series. I did the 20s and 30s jewelry, and the next one I think I'll do a little more of the 30s and then the 40s, and I hope it's a little smoother. For some reason, I was a little nervous doing that one, and usually I'm not nervous on my videos, but I was. I think I wanted to say everything in 1 second, and I couldn't. But hopefully, I mean, it was educational for me because I personally didn't know that stretch bracelets went all the way back to from the 20s and 30s. Because, so many people will pick up a stretch bracelet and think, oh, it's just a stretch bracelet, like it's cheap. And I've learned to respect now. There's some that I have that I really love, and I've learned to look at them with more value because, they've been around a long time. And I was under the impression that, it was something new, maybe in the last 10, 20 years, and they're not. So hopefully we can all learn something and maybe not just, throw pieces aside and say, oh, they're cheap, they're inexpensive. So I think the more research all of us can do, and all of you can do the same thing. Just you see a hallmark that you don't know, just get online and do some research. Because some of the ones that that even that you haven't heard of might really be worth a lot. Just because you haven't heard of them doesn't mean, in fact, it may make them more rare. So just be on the alert. Anyway, that's basically why I'm doing that series. Maybe to help one of you and to help myself because I don't pretend to know it all about jewelry. I do have some gemstone books, that I can look up things. I know now with Google you can look anything up, but I still like some of the books. Earrings I got. Yeah, sometimes we miss things, and I've done it in the past. I remember selling a few pieces that I didn't think were worth very much, and after I sold them, I found out they were. So we need to be on the alert and to be careful that we don't just throw money away because we don't think something's worth it. And a lot of times we put our personal feelings into them just because we don't like them. That doesn't mean that somebody's not going to pay a lot of money just because we don't like it. They may love it, and it might be worth it because it's, a very high-end piece. Have you found any out about those dress clips and pendants? Yeah, I'm working on some more, Cece. The dress clips and the ones I did in my video, yeah, are worth a lot of money. And I've come across some over the years that I sold for little or nothing, and I could kick myself now because they were worth a lot more than I ever thought. So that's why I'm basically doing this so everybody becomes aware, excuse me, aware that sometimes even those old pieces, even if they're damaged, as long as when you go to sell them, you note that they are damaged, but a lot of times they're still worth a lot of money if they're really old and vintage. Not old looking, just vintage. So, just be aware. If you're unsure, put it aside until you can do some research or someone else can do some research. And I don't mind too if you send me a question via Messenger or in one of my videos asking me if I can, do some research for you. I'll be glad to do it. Oh, that's fine, E. I'm so happy you arrived. And pretty soon I'm going to close this out because it's been over an hour. And I know everybody has things to do. So thank you for stopping by. This is fantastic. I love talking to all of you. And like I said, we have a wonderful community. And you guys are really great. And I appreciate you supporting me. And it's getting, easier and easier for me to do this because, I started with the videos, but the lives really scared me. I wasn't sure. But here I am. So anyway, I'm going to say goodnight to all of you, and God bless you, and thank you for joining me. And Joe, did you see what I said about my sisters? Yeah, let's see. I'll go back and read it, Selena. Like I said, my mouth is flapping, and I'm not always reading. I love you guys, and thank you for supporting me. And like I said, if you ever have any questions or something that I can research for you, I certainly will. I will be having I'm going to do a sale once a week, and I'd like for you to look at it. And it doesn't upset me if you can't buy or you don't want to, but it's also nice that you come and visit and watch my videos. I do the $13 each, and if you buy 3 or more, they're 10, and that includes shipping. And I know there's a lot of auctions going on, and so I don't expect everyone to always buy, but if you see something you love and you want it, you buy it. And like I said, if you just go and watch, it really makes me happy. So I will talk to you guys soon, and if you have any comments, leave them below, and I'll see you soon. Love you guys. Bye.